It is time for the often imitated, never duplicated Rick's Top 6.
Rick's Top 6, party time, excellent.
Rick's Top 6, party time, excellent. Woo!
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss Rick's Top 6 theme park special events. This list will have 3 Disney events, 3 Universal events, but don't get too concerned over where the event lands on this list. Except for item number 1 on this list, which is clearly number 1 and deserved to be number 1, the rest of the items number like 2 through 6, those are pretty much interchangeable, so don't get too upset if your favorite event is not ranking as high as you think it should be. But before we get started with this video, I do want to introduce you to the new Rick's Flix studio. Now, it is not complete, guys. I am still waiting on lighting and audio to be delivered from Amazon.com. It will look better when I get that lighting set up, but I just didn't want to be paralyzed by perfection. I thought I would just go ahead and start using the studio. So now, let's get on to the countdown. But wait, before we get to the video, I do want to mention everything on this list I have attended sometime in the past, so I do have a video on it, so I will leave links to the past videos of me experiencing these events. Now we can get to the countdown. Kicking off the list with item number 6 will be third-party after-hours events at Universal Studios.
These are separately ticketed events, so you cannot access these events with your regular park ticket or your regular annual pass. You must buy an after-hours access ticket. Probably the lowest ticket price would be around $170, but that will vary depending on which event you attend. The most popular of these after-hour events at Universal is the Orlando Informer Meetup. OrlandoInformer.com is a vacation planning website that offers these after-hour events on multiple days throughout the year. But another vacation planning website, Undercover Tourist, has started to offer their own after-hours event called Family Fun Fest. The Orlando Informer Meetup and the Undercover Tourist Family Fun Fest pretty much operates in the same manner. Universal Studios and Universal's Islands of Adventure will close early for regular park guests. After the park has closed to these daytime guests, you'll have access to both parks with all the rides with little to no wait times, unlimited food, and unique entertainment. The schedule for these after-hour events, they will vary, so I'll give you a typical scenario. The parks will close, let's say, to the public around 7 or 8 p.m. At that time, only those people holding an after-hours access ticket will be in the park, hence the little to no wait times for the rides. But here's a little bonus. If you have the after-hours access ticket and you don't want to wait to enter the park to the official start time, your ticket does allow you to enter the park a few hours early before the after-hours event has officially started. And I guess I should also mention that these events, they typically last until around 1 a.m. in the morning. But here's the real kicker. This is what puts these events over the top. With these events, you get unlimited food and unlimited non-alcoholic drinks. Those are included with the price of your ticket. So you get short wait times, smaller crowds, and unlimited food. Sign me up, people. I'll leave some links in the video description so you can investigate these third-party after-hours events for yourself.
Coming in at number 5 on today's countdown, Disney's Villains After Hours.
This is a 3-hour event starting at 10 p.m. and lasting until 1 a.m., although on some nights the hours are from 9 p.m. to midnight. However, with your Villains After Hour ticket, you are allowed to enter the park 3 hours before the event start time, and I strongly recommend that you do so. The event dates are on select nights, typically from the first week of February until the middle of July. Advanced tickets cost about $145 for this event. Same-day tickets are about $155, and annual pass holders can get their event ticket for Villains After Hours for around $115. As the name of the event would suggest, this Disney After Hours event is dedicated and themed to Disney villains. Let me be clear. This is not a Halloween event. It is an event to celebrate the villains. There is an edgy villain stage show in front of the castle. featuring great Disney villains such as Hades, Dr. Facilier, Jafar, Maleficent, and the evil queen from Snow White. This show has song and dance and a monologue and fireworks. There are specialty foods and desserts centered around the villains that you can purchase, but there's also free popcorn, free Mickey ice cream bars, and free non-alcoholic drinks at Villains After Hours. Some of the rides have a special villains overlay, so that provides you with sort of a unique experience you can't have during the day. And of course, what is Disney without a parade? But this night offers a parade with all the great villains of Disney history. I actually attended this event back in February and did a whole video on it, so if you want to see what the real true experience of this event is like, I invite you to go check out that video. I'll leave a link for it in the description. My biggest takeaway regarding the Villains After Hours event was that it was the smallest crowd at Magic Kingdom that I've ever experienced. You get super small crowds and super low wait times with this event. The only thing I really didn't like about this event was that I think 3 hours is too short of a time frame for this. So what you really need to do is utilize that feature of your after hours ticket that allows you to get into the park a few hours before the event starts. 3 hours goes really quickly with this event because there's so much to do just with the Disney rides itself, but then when you try to attempt all the extras that's offered during this event, 3 hours is not enough. So please get into that park as early as you can with your after hours ticket.
Item number 4 on today's list of special events at theme parks will be Universal's Mardi Gras.
Maybe this should be higher on the countdown, as this is the only item on today's list that does not require a separate ticket for you to purchase. There's no extra cost to you to attend Universal's Mardi Gras party. You can get into Mardi Gras with your regular park ticket or your annual pass, unless that annual pass is a seasonal pass that has blockout dates during Mardi Gras. This is an event that usually lasts a couple of months during springtime. Actual event dates do vary from year to year, but think around February and March as the time frame. Maybe a few days of it will spill into April, but in general terms, this is a February-March event. Concerts, food, dancing, parades will fill your evenings at Universal during this time. There's usually around 15 or so concerts during the Mardi Gras time frame. Past performers include REO Speedwagon, Kool and the Gang, the Beach Boys, Macklemore, groups or singers that you know. There's tons and tons of New Orleans style, Cajun style food to enjoy. It's a big street party in the French Quarter of the park. Street music, performers from the parade will come out and dance and party with the park guests. Oh, did you hear me mention a parade? Probably the best part of this event is the Mardi Gras style parade with all the great floats and the riders throwing the beads from the floats. And guess what? You don't have to just watch the parade, you can actually be in it. That's right, you can sign up to be on one of the Mardi Gras floats, throwing the beads yourself. My wife Nikki and I did this for the first time this year in 2020, and it was a blast. I highly recommend, if you're going to be there on multiple days, one day spend it watching the parade, but on another day, really try to get on the float. It's a blast. This is Florida's biggest party, and you'll get to experience it with the price of your regular park admission. But you know what, guys? Leave a comment in the comment section. You let me know, should I have ranked Mardi Gras at Universal higher on this list, higher than number 4? Let me know in the comments below.
And just like that, we've made it to the top half of the list. Item number 3 is going to be Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is a separately ticketed special event taking place after hours on select nights in August, September, October, and November at the Magic Kingdom. Ticket prices will vary, but this year the prices of the tickets should start around $85. The event hours are from 7 p.m. to midnight, but again, the party ticket does allow you to get into the park a couple of hours before the official start time of the event. And if you are going to attend the Halloween party, I strongly encourage you to get into the park as soon as your Halloween party ticket allows. One of the very cool things about this event, and a very unique thing about this event, is that you are allowed to come in a Halloween costume. Now, there are some guidelines you have to follow for your costume to be allowed in, but keep it family friendly and you should be okay. By the way, there are guidelines posted on Disney website that will explain the Halloween costume guidelines, and they are sorted by grouped by age. For example, a 5-year-old doesn't adhere to the same guidelines as, say, a 35-year-old. There are several candy stations for you to go trick or treating at, so you'll leave with tons of candy. The entertainment elements of this after hours event, Disney's Not So Scary Halloween Party, are just outstanding. The Hocus Pocus stage show at the castle is phenomenal. I'm not one to usually get excited about stage shows, but this one, Hocus Pocus, is really, really good. Then there are the two things Disney is the best in the world at: fireworks and parades. The fireworks show is Disney's Not So Spooky Spectacular, and it is indeed spectacular. And then you have the Boo to You Halloween Parade. It is amazing as well, and the little song they sing in it, Boo to You, that will be stuck in your head for a day or two. A simple summary of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party would be smaller crowds, lower wait times, lots of candies and costumes, and amazing entertainment.
For item number 2 on today's countdown, we're going to stick with the Magic Kingdom and go with Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party.
We're not going to spend too much time on this one because I'm just too anxious to get to number 1, because number 1 is just that good. But let's give number 2 its due. Mickey's Christmas Party is very similar to the Halloween party, just themed to a different holiday. It's just slightly more expensive for the Christmas party ticket. They are starting, I think, this year around $90 for those. Instead of candy stations, this event will have Christmas cookie stations, where you walk around getting free cookies and drinks. And instead of wearing a Halloween costume, you are encouraged to come in your pajamas. Both parades, the Halloween Boo to You parade and the Christmas parade, are equally very entertaining, but the Halloween stage show, I would say, is a bit better than the Christmas stage show. But then I would say the fireworks for the Christmas party are better than the fireworks for the Halloween party. Again, with this event, there are holiday overlays on some of the rides, and the wait times are shorter than if you were visiting the park during the day. Overall, I rank Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party above Mickey's Halloween Party because, the Christmas season is just too special of a time of year for families. I mean, come on, you've got Christmas mixed with Disney. What is not to love about that?
Remember at the beginning of this video when I said don't get too worked up about where things land on the list? Well, that was for items number 2 through 6. Item number 1 is clearly number 1, and it's number 1 by a mile. Number 1 is Universal's Halloween Horror Nights.
This, of course, is a separately ticketed event that starts in September and usually lasts a couple days past Halloween. For example, in the 2020 schedule, it is for select nights starting on September 10th through November 1st. Prices will vary, but consider the lowest price ticket to be around $85 this year, and then up from there based on what package you're going to buy. There's a variety of packages, but I think the cheapest single night ticket would be around $85 this year. If you are a fan of Halloween, this is an event not to be missed. Most year there's around 10 haunted houses, 5 scare zones, and live entertainment. Typically, about half of the houses will be an IP house, meaning they will be based on your favorite horror TV show or movies. They will bring those horror TV shows and movies to life for you at Halloween Horror Nights. But then there is the opportunity to discover new nightmares, as Universal Creative will design their own ghoulish houses with frights you have never seen before. Maybe you're a bit of a scaredy cat? You don't have to do the haunted houses if you don't want to. You could just walk around enjoying the atmosphere and the scare zones and the rides at Universal. Most of the major rides do operate during this event. Not all the rides will be open, but the ones you really want to go on, they will be open, as will be Diagon Alley. Now, the wait times for the rides are usually not so bad during Halloween Horror Nights, though I must admit, I've never been on a ride during Halloween Horror Nights. I'm just having too much fun doing the haunted houses and the scare zones. Though I tell you what, if you're one who doesn't get to come to Universal very often, I would suggest that you do the rides as well as the haunts. But let's be honest, you come to this event for the haunts. Halloween Horror Nights is the best theme park special event in the world. Even if you're not a fan of Halloween, I do suggest you come give it a try. It took me years to get my wife to go to this, and now it is her favorite event, and it could become yours as well. So check it out if you get the chance.
Well, congratulations guys, you made it to the end of the video. You saw the complete list, Rick's top 6 theme park events. What did you think? Did you think maybe Mardi Gras should have been higher because you don't have to pay extra for it? Do you think maybe Disney should have been the top spot? Well, you guys let me know in the comments below what you think, okay? And as always, don't miss the magic, don't miss the fun. Thanks for watching Rick's Flix, and now it's time to relax.